Yeah, so you've got measured biomarkers, things like flow. So the cardio coach, for example, measures a few main things really, really well. It measures air flow, so the amount of flow coming out of your mouth. It measures then the oxygen and carbon dioxide of that. From that, there's a lot of different things that we can then calculate. And then from that, there's a lot of things people extrapolate. And so the things that are extrapolated at that tier often start to get a little bit more off in the weeds. So we have to be really careful as to what's actual meaningful data. At KORR, we always say we're in the measurement game. KORR's drive is to give you really good quality measured values. And then there's a few things that we can calculate that are still accurate when they're calculated based on constants, things that we have known and proven in science that we have been able to measure in other ways. So the way calories are calculated is based on measured constants that we know of. Mm-hmm. So the respiratory exchange ratio and things like that. So with that, we can take measured values and calculate other things that have known constants. Now, are those outputs from that biomarkers? Yeah, I guess so. Things like your calorie burn and calorie efficiency. Then when we start talking about some of the names we give that stuff, like metabolically flexible or things, and we put a score to that metabolic flexibility versus just saying, hey, there's some signs that you're better at it than whatever. But when we give it a score, now we're making this extrapolation where it may not always be true because there's different conditions and things like that. So that extrapolated score that we try to make from measured values that, or calculated values even, that becomes a little bit muddier because it may not always be true in every situation.